Yeah, well, did you guys have a good day?
Yes.
Awesome, I had a great day. I went to Staples today to see if they sold staples. They do. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to Dick's. Oh, folks, I did the stupidest thing. I moved recently, and I needed to get some running gear. So I Googled, Dick's near me. Oh, what a mistake. 847,000 responses. Not one was about a sporting goods store. I'm so traumatized I can't even get cable now. No way I'm going to Google how to get cocks in my house. I was eating dinner earlier at Freedom Beat, right up the street there, right up the hallway. Good place, highly recommended. My server was wearing a button. Said, hello, Ruby. But she didn't spell it with a B-Y. No, she spelled it with a B-I. Fine, I'll play along. She comes over to take my order. I said, hello, guy. No, I'm not. I like girls. She said, what are you talking about? I said, well, your button, it says, hello, are you bi? And now I can't eat at Freedom Beat. Oh, I did something really cool. Wednesday night, 3 nights ago, went and saw Rod Stewart at Caesar's Palace. Woo! Oh my God, the man can still bring it. It was such a fun show, and he's 76. So that was really impressive. Yeah, the only bad part was he's been aging in rock star years. Woo, boy, that's a little rough on the eyes. Now, the oldest person on the planet is a woman named Anna Tanaka. She lives in Tokyo, Japan. She's 118 years old. She could be standing there talking to Rod Stewart. Someone would come up and go, hey, Hannah, who's the old guy, your grandfather? It's rough. But I snuck some drugs in. Oh, yeah. Just like the old days. Except I'm 65 now, so it was stool softener. But it was the good stuff. It was 100% laxative. Nobody cut it with that cocaine. I went with my wife Stephanie. We went out to dinner before. Oh man, we went to this authentic chicken and waffles place, and they had bourbon syrup with real bourbon in it. But they didn't tell you. Stephanie hasn't had a drink for 35 years. She was hammered. I had to drive. I couldn't see us getting pulled over by a cop. So you were swerving all over the place. Well, what have you had? A waffle. Hey, you're cute. Boop. Nope, we're in jail. We get to the show. She's out there. Hey, Rod. Oh my. I'm like, woman, you're in your 60s. How did you get on my shoulders? Oh yeah. So, I'm gonna cut it at that. It's Saturday night. We don't want to go too far.
Come on, man.
All right. So she's up on my shoulders. And I said, well, first off, Stephanie, you gotta know something. All right? You are not facing the stage. And I can't breathe. And I never thought I'd say this, but next time you wear that dress, maybe you want to wear some underwear. She wanted what? She wanted a different kind of show. From a guy named Rod. So I got vaccinated. Oh man, I'm so glad I did. I wasn't gonna. I originally said, you know, I'm not gonna put anything in my body that could kill me. And I thought about that as I finished my cigarette, had a Red Bull, bought a hot dog off a street vendor, and I said, who am I kidding? And went off and got the jab. Yeah, I was concerned because I was worried that the government had slipped in one of those microcomputers or microchips. Yeah, and I was right, they did. But it's awesome. It's so much better than Siri. Hey, let me show you. Hey, Fauci, what time is it?
Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Woo! I went with Stephanie. We got the shot at the same time. We felt invincible. You couldn't kill us. We said we got to do something dangerous. What do you want to do? You want to zip line up Fremont Street? No, stupid. Bungee jump off the top of the stratosphere? Nope, just a ride. So we did the most dangerous thing that you can do in Las Vegas. We went to Circus and had the $1.99 buffet. I got the Pfizer. Stephanie goes and gets the Johnson & Johnson, the J&J. I said, why'd you do that? She said, well, we've been married for a really long time, and I just want to remember what it's like to have 2 Johnsons in me. Right? I married a sex addict, folks, but I cured her. Took a lot of time and patience and bad sex on my part, but I got her down from every night to 4 times a year. Well, 5 if my birthday falls on a weekend. I was going to bring her tonight to meet you guys, but she tested positive for menopause. Oh, it's far worse. At one point, it got so bad in our house last week that she said to me, I'm sorry, it's the hormones. I don't know what that means. I thought a hormone was the sound a prostitute made. Come on now. There was enough of a delay that some of you have lived your whole life without hearing that. Breaking one word up into 2. It's like Asperger's. Now, what is that? A mental health diagnosis or a new menu item at McDonald's? My favorite is firsthand, right? It's one word, it makes perfect sense. You break it up into 2, that's a really confusing article about college internships. Students get first-hand job experience. Or is it students get first-hand job experience? Because if I'm 18 and that's the way I hear it, screw Harvard, I'm going to Las Vegas Tech. Yeah. But I got nothing bad to say about Stephanie. We've been happily married for 8 years. Out of 30. No, she's awesome. She's super smart. She went to NYU. She's got 2 masters. I'm not one of them. I feel for her, though. She gets migraines. So every 3 months, she has to get 27 injections around her face to help her deal with the pain. Poor woman's taking more shots to the face than a porn star. The biggest problem we have in our relationship is she gives me a hard time about my shortcomings. You know, shortcomings. First time we were going to make love, she took one look at me and said, so, what are your pronouns? Obviously not he. Ouch. All right, she's got a point. On a cold day, I have an innie. The only time you'll find me buying extra large condoms is when I have to blow balloon animals for a kid's party. And I'm okay with all of it. Except when she stands outside the shower and says, good God, did your ex-wife literally get half of everything? I'm telling that story the other week, and this girl, sitting over there, she's about 19. She yells out, hey, how old are you? So I told her, I'm 65. She said, then what are you doing talking about sex? Really? What do you think happens when you get older? You collect your first Social Security check and your dick falls off? Hey, Social Security. Aww. Well, I guess I don't need that anymore. I'm sorry, did I hit you? If you find it later, I'll autograph it, but I can only fit my initials. It's nice having somebody to get older with. You know, and I don't feel old. By no stretch of any definition do I feel old. But things are starting to change. You know, at this point in life, friends with benefits is someone who can drive at night. It's great being able to do comedy later in life because nobody can heckle me. It's illegal. Because it's not heckling, it's elder abuse. And that's a felony. It's all good, folks. Not everybody can go to a Rolling Stones concert and say, I saw you in 81 and I saw you turn 81. So I'm the father of 3. Just heard from my middle kid, Kristen. She's happily married. They're trying to have a baby, so far unsuccessfully. She calls me up and says, we're going with artificial insemination. So this year for my birthday, would you pay for our first treatment? I said, absolutely not. There is no way I'm going into work right after your birthday. Somebody says, so, what'd you get Kristen? Well, this year I tried to get her pregnant. We'll find out in a few weeks, fingers crossed. And the stuff's expensive. It's $400 a vial. And most of that goes to the donor. Fellas, you realize how much money we've let slip through our fingers? I got a $5,000 sock at home. If I'd known about this 40 years ago, I could have paid off my house in a week. Try it now, I'd be in foreclosure. So before I introduce our next comic, I wanted to share with you an epiphany that I had recently. If you think old, you'll be old. Think young, you'll stay young. I told that to Stephanie. She said, "You're right. We need to think more like millennials." So next month, we're moving in with my parents. That's what they say, yeah. They're 93 and in a home. Yeah, the only appointment we're ever on time for is our daily vape at 4:20. And she always gives me a participation ribbon for trying really hard during sex. Yeah, I don't think so. I deserve a trophy because I always finish first. All right, folks, that's my time. I'm Guy Besson, and I get to be your host. You guys are the crowd of the night.